battle of swamps in a rivalry that might not be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida's offense will get first crack at it here. This rivalry might be a little more heated than you realize. The Gators and the Bayou Bengals locked up at 10 at the half, but Florida poured it on in the second and served a reminder to everyone. Touchdowns win games, not field goals.
Yeah, and DJ Lagway was sensational throwing it and playing at home. Their defense did an outstanding job as well. And David, I think when you look back last year to the Gators and their finish of the season, this was the game that kick-started it. Winning this game gave them confidence to beat Ole Miss the following year.
And then they had on a 4-game win streak, and I think you started to see and believe in the Billy Napier era. Everybody was very skittish to start the year.
He lofts one down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him.
There he goes! Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure, but man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys who just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Livingston. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators are marching down the field. On the run, it's Ball. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Caught, close to the marker, it's Brown. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sharp. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run it. It's Durham. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Slams it ahead. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or...
Turning it on! The short hands, it's ball. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He fires one deep over the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. All the way out across the 45-yard line, mark it out of bounds at the 46. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give on the counter. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's going for a big play downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They told us they wanted to start fast. Doesn't get much quicker than a 24-0 lead early. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. On the move, it's Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. A first down run in the red zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. DB's right up on the receivers. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Trying to pull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the big fella.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Hauls it in, and he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball, no chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to him on the ground. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And 1st down for the offense.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have
There he goes! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators are on the move. The give out of the gun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. Got enough space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 30. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Florida, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Makes a catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
First down.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sturdivant. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. He makes the grab. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Florida, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Finds his big tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Right back to the well. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught over the middle, it's Sharp. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Lagway. using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking for the goal line, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 13 to Clemson.
Looking deep. It's caught. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Dropping back, it's Lagway. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
finally a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. To the air on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. To the air on 2nd down.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Durham. Inside the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Ball. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Caught in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Finding an escape route. There he goes!
So that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes, but good job by the defense, too, because
he hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The short hands, it's Sturdivant.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab near the sticks, it's Sturdivant. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap, it's Ball. Gets it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30, they'll mark it at the 28, it's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff to the single back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. That's caught. It's Thomas. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Berry. LSU will get a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Second down coming.